Desert Camp 2009.
You'll see.
And this is Rob English. And what do you got here, Rob?
Looks like a bit of a train wreck actually, but eventually it will be a bicycle.
And what bicycle is this?
This is a Doubleday.
This is the Doubleday, the famous Doubleday that was discontinued, but people who've got them love them. Why is it discontinued? It's a very fancy bike. It's kind of a little too expensive for Bike Friday to make any money on it. But if you can get your hands on one, it's the best ride ever.
I'm so excited to be here in Arizona. It's snowing back home and raining.
And even though Susan's had a fire, she's not let it take the fire out of what you're doing here, right?
Nope, we're going to put fire in today and get nice and warm.
It's 8 o'clock almost and people still haven't left. That's a good sign.
It's a good sign. And some of the riders that wanted to take their time have already left.
That's right. That's what we want. No hammerheads here.
Out of the way.
Well, there's Rob English's Doubleday. And the comment from Susan was, well, that'll slow him down. We'll see. I don't believe it will. All right, I've just been passed by a Doubleday. Mind you, it's being captained by Rob English. And Misha on the back. How you doing, Misha? Is it fun? Well, now he's taking off to prove a point. It's Jure, a veteran of 3 desert camps. So he's with these hammerheads from New Jersey, right? I'm going to have to pick up the pace here. Andreas, a veteran of 3 desert camps, or 4, from the Bike Friday Club of Ithaca, right? With all 2 members, but we're going to fix that. Thanks to the power of the Barakberry, we've got this picture of the start of a racing triple on Bike Friday, built for the lunch ride, which is a very fast 1-hour ride that everyone who comes through Eugene is welcome to join and see if you can beat the little wheels.
Oh, this is the beginning of Peter Caswell's latest mad scheme.
Which is?
A racing triple.
And a racing triple for people like you, Alan, and him, and whoever, hey?
Yeah.
3 of you?
Yeah, 3 adults.
And you're planning to win races?
I don't know, we're just gonna... We never had a triple we could put 3 adults on before, so I thought it'd be fun.
Ha!
Because our lunch ride has basically been me, him, and Alan recently, so we thought get us all on one bike. And Peter and I have been on the tandem, Alan's been on a single bike.
Right.
Doesn't seem very fair, so we thought we'd...
All 3 of you and race against nobody.
Just get around the lunch ride quick, you know.
Now, Rob has a hole in his pants. I'm trying to tell him that we can see his derriere, but he says it's just the padding. But I'm sorry, Rob, even though we know it's the padding, it looks like flesh. Lon suffered a very major house fire.
The titanium is still, this is smoky, but I think it'll polish off.
Smoky. You know what? We actually charge people extra for that kind of acid wash finish, you realize?
Right. Yeah, it actually had the foam on it from the fire department.
Right.
We got some mess on it. But anyway, it wasn't in the heat, so it was okay.
So it survived. But we've got a picture up on the web of your other one. That's
The other one was in the attic, and that got really toasted up there.
Oh no.
In fact, the handlebars melted off.
What, it fits them on it?
Well, other people ride this bike too, so that's why I move it around.
Oh.
So sometimes different people ride it.
I hope you explain that in case they think we've got terrible colour sense. That's like the big Ace.
Yeah, you have about 20 Ace Hardware stores in New York.
Oh, okay. So this is the man who said, I'm in the nuts and bolts business.
That's
yeah,
right.
That's a bit like Richard Branson saying, you know, I'm kind of like in the airline business. Alan was riding this in Peru with this first race, and what did they say?
Well, the people thought it looked like a grasshopper, and they said I was riding an insect.
An insect!
And they were surprised that I was staying with the pack in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
I was on this little toy bike. And I'm saying, I'm not going to get dropped by this guy. I'm going to hold on to his wheel.
And he's riding a clunker that's the wheels going all over the place.
Yeah, and he's riding.
The brakes are open.
He's riding this clunk of a bike, and so that's what a lot of people are racing at. You know, I'd stop and help some along the way. I made some gear adjustments. Another guy's crank fell off.
And other guys are riding $800 carbon fiber Walmart bikes from Lima.
Manganese is really important, and he worked with a heart doctor, and his heart doctor says when somebody comes in with heart problems, he tests for manganese. And usually they're defective, and a lot of these substances don't have that in it.
And
So
this is
that was
Endurolites,
critical.
Hammer. Oh, what an ad.
Yes.
Let's have an ad for Hammer. And look, anti-fatigue caps. I know that's a little bit kind of, don't you think? I'm not sure about That's like saying burn fat, drink this tea.
And you know what? Probably if you take it psychologically, it'll help. OKG enzyme enhancing system.
I don't see any chocolate in there. I can't work.
No, not at all.
Well, this is the Grasslands Cafe, 1 block from Sonoyta Inn, where it's never been open whenever I've come here. It doesn't matter what time, it doesn't matter what it says on the door. We might be in luck today. Let's go inside. Here's the offering. It's a German streusel apple cake with a side serving of kale. The idea is you eat the kale raw and then you really appreciate the cake. Once again, the Sonoyta Inn, with people enjoying themselves around the communal table at breakfast. And the fire's going. Are you joining our tour? Oh. Are you joining our bike tour?
No. It's a Stegosaurus helmet cover.
Where'd you get it from?
God knows John found it on the web.
On the web.
Where else?
Julianne from Virginia. Pocket Rocket Pro. But no, and only the best will do, right? And it's white. And I asked her how she keeps it clean. And what did she say?
I don't.
Don Walter from?
Nova Scotia.
But what was that crazy place?
Musquodoboit Harbor.
And where's
crazy?
It's a very interesting name. Now, where is it? Where is it?
It's about 40 kilometers east of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Uh-huh.
And you're trying to figure out where's Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
No, I'm just thinking where Nova Scotia is. I'm Australian. You know, you're the first person I've ever met from Nova Scotia. Grilled cheese sandwiches?
Yeah, he's making them today.
Oh, is that right? Is it the same?
Is this too dark for you?
Oh, I don't know. It's a little bit dark for me, but that's all right. Other people will probably be. Cheese, tomato, and mustard, isn't it? Kind of basically. And nothing green to kind of just spoil the composition.
Right, this is just red and yellow.
Show, this is a pack tour lunch. This is the famous grilled cheese sandwich. A little tropical fruit. We have organic herb salad and broccoli slaw with kettle chips.
Famous Salem kettle chips. Salem, Oregon's best export. That's great. All the way here in Arizona. Wow, look, we're on Pack Tour Desert Camp, and here's Linda's using my bag.
Yes, I love it.
Great.
We were just starting out, and his bike pump fell off, so I said, well, you can put it in my bag. It came in handy. It really,
That's right.
It's so comfortable, you don't even know it's there.
That's the idea.
Yep.
Oh, I thought about this. Believe me.
I love it. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Steve, and we're here to see the gunfight at the OK Corral because I'm your Huckleberry.
So he is the fan of the universe. Of the movie Tombstone.
Of the movie Tombstone, yes.
Yes, and it just so happens that we are here on a Bike Friday tour, so it's all serendipitous.
I'm a happy guy.
#1 Tombstone fan.
Yeah, hold it up.
I'm your Huckleberry. Oh, yeah.
So what is this, Steve? Please enlighten us.
You saw the movie. They walked
Yeah, of
down the
course.
street in these big old black.
Right. Well, it's like a
I
dog
need my
shit.
rifle.
Here.
A hat.
Oh, this is it.
And you need the handlebar mustache.
Oh, they didn't have sunglasses, did they? Gotta learn how to walk right, though.
You have to walk like you're packing.
Oh, this is the coolest.
Say, I'm your Huckleberry. Doc had tuberculosis.
Yeah?
He got it from his mother. He was homeschooled because he had a hair lip and a cleft palate. When they did the surgery, it left a scar, so he wore the mustache. Because of this, he could not speak like every other child. And the kids at school made fun of him. So she decided to keep him home and homeschool him. And because she had tuberculosis, he got it. He saw her die of tuberculosis, which is a very painful death. So Doc wanted to die by the bullet. So he tried to start fights, and there'd be some A and B were trying. A was trying to fight with B, and B would say no. He'd say, "I'm your Huckleberry. I want to fight you because he wanted to die by the bullet."
He didn't want to die by tuberculosis. Oh, that makes sense.
See if I got it. So this is the movie, but there's several versions?
This is the one. Kevin Costner's movie, nowhere near as good. I mean, look, does he not look just like the guy you saw standing outside?
Yeah.
Therefore, it's real.